Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jason White. This is Jason's Weird Reads, and I got a bit of a mail haul recently. Nothing big, but I wanted to update you because these books are pretty cool. And well, I got one here. It's a big envelope. I won this book actually from a contest that a writer friend of mine was holding on Facebook, and all I had to do was share his TED Talk. So I'm gonna share his video with you guys just in the comments down here. You can go check that out. He talks about how horror movies helped him develop empathy, and it's a really interesting talk. His name is Mark Gunnells, but you know I'm gonna get to that book in a minute because I got these books to talk about first. Should be a pretty short video. Cami from Cami's Horror Corner, or Cami's Corner, she contacted me. I guess she's been in some discussions with author Gregor Xane, and so she offered to send me two of his books, and some other booktubers have gotten the books as well, and I've seen some of the reviews. And the first one here is the Hanover Block. That's just a disturbing cover. Like, you can't really see the detail of it, but there's so much, like it's like a chunk of flesh with weird spores or orifices. I don't know what's going on there, but it's very disturbing to look at. Now, this is described as like a horror bizarro. I'm going to read you the synopsis just in case you don't know what it's about. Living in the long shadow of a tragic accident, Marion struggles through his solitary suburban life. He's resigned himself to a static existence, to living and dying in a world where every house looks exactly the same. Then he notices changes in his neighborhood. Tool sheds and playhouses are cropping up all over, hastily constructed and set at odd angles. The nut job down the road builds an outhouse in the middle of his front yard. The guy right next door is erecting two geodesic climbing domes, one nested inside the other. People are doing strange things on their lawns. So I guess this is probably a story about grief and the weirdness that comes with that. And so I also got Brides of Hanover Block. I'm not going to read the synopsis just in case there's any description of what happens in the first book. But you know, it's another kind of disturbing cover because you don't know exactly what it is you're looking at. And that's what makes these covers great is you don't know what you're looking at, and yet it looks like it could be human or something. One doesn't know, and maybe one doesn't want to know. All right. Now on to the package. I don't really want to show the front too much. It has addresses on it and stuff, but I didn't expect this to come so quickly. It was like a week, maybe. I think it was a week ago when I won this. So I want to thank Mark for drawing my name. It's loud. All right. Here we go. That's a pretty crazy cover. Mark Allan Gunnells, The Daylight Will Not Save You. I've talked about Mark on this channel before, and I've also interviewed him for the Darkness Dwells podcast. I'll put some of the links down there. I think I've interviewed him 2 or 3 times. So he's a really cool guy to talk to. He's quite funny. If you go follow him, I think he has a YouTube channel. He's always doing some funny things on there. And I was lucky enough to get a signed copy from him. And there it is. It says, "To Jason, hope you enjoy this tales herein, Mark Allan Gunnells." So this is a collection of short stories, and I'm going to read you the synopsis here. It's "The Daylight Will Not Save You," a collection. "You may have been warned to beware the things that go bump in the night, but do not let this lull you into a false sense of security during the daylight hours. In this collection you will find that many horrors await you even in the glaring illumination of the sun. A would-be hero who makes a tragedy even worse. A young mother whose thirst for attention leads her to commit an unspeakable act. A grieving widower who tries to hold on to his lost love. A jealous ex who seeks revenge in an unusual way. These and many other characters you'll encounter within these pages, and they will teach you the lesson that the daylight will not save you." And like I said, I don't know if the camera really captures exactly what's going on here, but there's like a dude down here with a tie, and it just kind of goes crazy up here with abstract art. And this is by Unnerving Press. So definitely check that out. I've read Mark Allan Gunnells before. I'm a huge fan of his short fiction, and I recommend reading. See, he has this kind of neat style where I don't know if this collection will have it, but all the collections I've read so far have sort of a Mark Allan Gunnells staple, where you'll have these really horrific stories where terrible things happen to people, and then you'll have these sort of kind-hearted stories that that'll give you hope for humankind. And I'm hoping that's in there, because I think we could all use that with these dark, tumultuous times. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Go check out some Mark Allan Gunnells. Like I said, I've read him before. I highly recommend short fiction. He writes a lot of short fiction. It's crazy how much short fiction this guy writes. I can't talk today. And keep being creative, and I will see you guys in the next bookish video.